各位观众，大家好，欢迎大家收看今天的商务英语会话。我们今天要讲的是第6讲冲突啊，我是奚永慧。那首先我们要欢迎我们的贝如斯老师来帮我们讲解这一课。
Thank you, Wesley. Today, Lesson 6 reminds us that business does not always go smoothly. There are many problems that can develop, and today's lesson is about such a problem, how to deal with it, and we'll find out whether they deal with it successfully or not.
是的，在职场上面呢，我们常常会难免有一些冲突啊，在生意场合上也是一样。那今天的课程呢，就是关于这个冲突，还有怎么样去解决这些冲突。好，那我想我们首先呢，先看一下今天的这一段短句。
Tom, you are late.
Yeah. Well, it isn't busy. I mean, you're not exactly fighting the crowd for air in here, are you?
I beg your pardon?
I apologize, okay?
No. What's going on?
Well, I have to say something has been going on these days. Ryan drifts in and out of here when she pleases, and you get her a raise at the expense of my promotion. And then I'm late one day, and I get the 3rd degree.
So that's what this is all about. Look, Tom, if you have a grievance, you go through the appropriate channels. You don't just start playing fast and loose with the rules.
Appropriate channels?
I'll make myself clearer. If you do this again, you'll be fired. Is that understood?
Don't you think that would be, shall we say, a little bit unfair?
No, I don't. If you have a grievance, we can lodge a formal complaint. It will be considered by the manager and passed on to human resources. And your case will be considered by people who don't know you to ensure that you receive impartial treatment.
Sounds fair enough.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
Where do I get a form? I assume there is a form to fill in, or do I just write a letter?
The form can be downloaded from the Human Resources website. Get a copy printed when you go on your break. And for now, I want you over there stacking books for the sale.
I've got nothing against you personally, you know. But I just think it was better when it was just the two of us.
Oh, you know that's not true. We need Ryan and ideally a 4th person on this floor. But our manager is careful with the budget. In order to convince him, we need to attract more customers and sell more books.
Then we'll just have to think of something, won't we? How may I be of service?
I bought this here the other day, but it's missing a few pages.
Really? That's unusual. And highly unlikely, too.
What are you suggesting? That I'm lying?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that it's highly unlikely a new book would be missing a few pages.
I don't like your attitude, and I want to speak with your manager.
Excuse me, I'm the floor manager. I overheard your conversation. Please accept my sincere apology. My colleague did not mean to offend you. I'm sorry that your purchase was not satisfactory. Would you like an exchange or a refund?
Just give me my money back.
Gladly. Do you happen to have your receipt with you?
It's right here.
Here's your money. Is there anything else I can help you with? Thank you, goodbye, and have a nice day.
That customer was so rude. Why were you so polite to her? I've never sold a book with missing pages. I think she was lying. She probably tore out a few pages that she needed and then return the damaged book to us.
Maybe, but even so, we should still apologize and take the blame. The customer is always right. And we just have to keep an eye on her. If this happens again, then we'll have to figure out a way to deal with her.
好，所以我们刚刚看到呢，这个短剧里面主要有2个冲突啊，一个是同事之间有一些意见不合或者是沟通不良，另外一个冲突呢是顾客啊买到了这个书有问题，顾客来抱怨啊来退钱。那在这些冲突里面，各位要特别注意，就是他们之间的那个语言的交换啊，因为其实应对冲突本来就不是件容易的事情啊，即使是我们自己的母语，我们也常常会讲错话或者讲出一些不适当的话。所以呢，各位要仔细的看看他们如何的应对。还有最后那个顾客，他其实有一点这个 rude， 有点粗鲁。那为什么他会粗鲁啊？这些各位都可以先想一想。好，那我们呢先休息一下哈，那回来再看看这一课重要的一些单字片语。好，那我们现在呢就一个一个来看一看这一课一些重要的单字跟片语，还有它的例句。
To fight somebody for something. To fight somebody for something.
和某人争某物。
The employees are fighting the company for better wages, benefits, and working conditions.
工会正在和公司抗争，争取更好的工资、福利和工作条件。
To bother. To bother.
困扰，
That's what bothers me most.
那就是让我最烦心的事儿。
To drift. To drift.
飘荡，
After she finished high school, she just drifted from job to job.
他高中毕业后，工作换来换去。
At the expense of. At the expense of.
以什么什么为代价。
We can't afford to cut operating costs at the expense of customer satisfaction.
我们不能够牺牲顾客满意度来降低营运成本。
The third degree. The third degree.
逼问，问东问西。
I was 5 minutes late for the meeting, and my boss gave me the third degree.
我开会迟到5分钟，老板就问东问西。
So, that's what this is all about.
哦，原来是这么回事儿。
You think I'm going to Japan without you? So that's what this is all about.
哦，你以为我要去日本不带你啊？搞了半天，原来是这么回事儿啊！
Grievance. Grievance.
委屈、不满。
The committee invited the protesters to air their grievances.
委员会邀请抗议者表达不满。
To go through the appropriate channels. To go through the appropriate channels.
透过适当管道，注意那个 appropriate 的发音，这里是形容词，所以是念 it 的声音 appropriate。
Anyone who has a legitimate grievance against the company should go through the appropriate channels.
任何对公司有正当意见的人都应该透过适当管道。
To play fast and loose with. To play fast and loose with.
随意不按规定处理。
Our competitor often plays fast and loose with facts and numbers.
我们的竞争对手常常滥用事实及数据。
To lodge. To lodge.
正式提出。
Our company has lodged an appeal against the court's decision.
本公司已经针对法院判决提出上诉。
To pass on to. To pass on to.
交付、传给、转嫁。
The increase in shipping costs is then passed on to the consumer.
货运成本的增加被转嫁到消费者身上。
To ensure. To ensure.
确保。
We are trying everything we can to scale down our debt to ensure that we can maintain our credit ratings.
我们正在努力降低负债，以确保我们能够维持目前的信用平等。
Impartial. Impartial.
没有偏颇的。
We offer impartial professional advice on tax and investment.
我们提供公正的税务及投资专业意见。
To stack. To stack.
堆置。
I want you to price these books and stack them on the shelves.
请你把这些书标价好之后上架。
I've got nothing against somebody personally. I've got nothing against somebody personally.
我对某人没有恶感。
I've got nothing against her personally. I just don't like her friends.
我对他个人没有意见，我只是不喜欢他的朋友。
To be careful with. To be careful with.
对什么什么很小心。
Be careful with these glasses. I borrowed them from my boss.
这些杯子要小心，我跟老板借的。
To convince. To convince.
说服。
We convinced her to stay.
我们说服他留下来。
Attitude. Attitude.
态度。
The new receptionist has an attitude problem.
新来的招待态度不好。
To overhear. To overhear.
无意间听到。
When I was in the ladies' room, I overheard Mary and Jane talking about your boyfriend.
我在洗手间的时候，听到玛丽跟珍在谈论你的男朋友。好，我希望各位同学刚刚在听贝鲁斯老师念他的例句的时候呢，各位有想办法跟着念啊，因为其实学习清楚的发音是非常重要的，还有你的音调要特别注意。好，那我们接下来要进行的是焦点用法，但是我们先休息一下，让大家脑袋先清一清，休息一下，我们再回来看焦点用法。好，那接下来我们就来看一看这一课的一些焦点用法。我们从刚刚那些单字片语里面挑出一些特别好用、特别重要的一些字词，告诉各位这些东西可以怎么样的详加利用。
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
这句话通常是表示没有听清楚对方讲话的时候，请对方再说一次。
Pardon? Excuse me? I'm sorry?
好，那事实上呢，一般在绘画里面很少有人把整句话讲出来。I beg your pardon 那非常的正式，一般都会比较简单的直接说 pardon excuse me 或者是 I'm sorry。
Bother. Bother.
这个字呢，常见的用法有底下这些例子。
Somebody can't, couldn't be bothered to.
这个是某人懒得、不想做某件事情的意思。
I should be working on the proposal, but I just can't be bothered.
我应该要去做提案，但是我实在不想做。
She couldn't even be bothered to raise her head.
她甚至于连头都懒得抬。
Bother to.
这是表示愿意花时间或者是精力去做某件事情，常常是用在否定。
Her questions were so stupid that he didn't even bother to reply.
他的问题笨到他甚至懒得回答。
Nobody bothered to ask us for our opinion.
也没人来问我们的意见呢。
bother.
它后面可以接一个动名词啊，也是常常用在否定。
Many people simply didn't bother voting.
很多人根本懒得去投票。
She's not going to come. Why bother inviting her?
他根本不会来啊，干嘛邀请他？
Sorry to bother you.
这个通常表示客气和歉意啊，这不好意思打搅你了。
Sorry to bother you, but your wife is on the line.
好，抱歉打断您，但是您夫人在线上。
Please don't bother.
这个是请对方不必麻烦的意思。
I'll get you some tea.
No, please don't bother。啊，这个是说甲说我帮你倒茶，乙就说哎不用了，不用麻烦啊。No, please don't bother。
Don't bother.
但是如果只 don't bother， 这个常常是表示不必麻烦了。这个通常是对方推三阻四的时候，你有一点不满意的告诉对方，算了算了，不用麻烦了。
I'm sorry I can't go with you this weekend.
How about next weekend？
Well, I'm not sure, but I think I have to go to a conference next weekend.
Don't bother, I'll just go without you。好，那这段对话呢，甲是说，哎，抱歉了，这个周末不能跟你一起去啊。好，那乙就说，哎，那下个周末呢？甲就说，哎，这个嘛，我不太确定，哎，不过我好像下个礼拜要去参加一个会议。那乙觉得说你这样推推拖拖的，乙就说，算了算了，我自己去。
Bother.
它也有打搅的意思，例如
I called your office because I didn't want to bother you at home.
我打电话到你办公室啊，因为我不想打电话到你的家里面去吵你。
Is that understood? Do you understand?
这两句话都有一点告诫的意思，目的是在确认对方有没有受到警告，有没有听懂我讲什么话。
Did I make myself clear? Do we understand each other?
这几句话类似啊，也都是要让对方确定对方有没有听懂你讲的话，常常带有警告的意味。
Shall we say,
这个是不太确定该怎么样描述某一个情况的时候会这样说。
her reaction was, shall we say, rather bold.
他的反应怎么说呢？哎，好像有一点太大胆了哈。
To lodge,
正式提出，
complaint,
它后面常常接的受词包括 complaint， 就是申诉、
protest,
抗议、
appeal,
请愿啊。注意那个抗议是念 protest， 因为在这里是这里是名词。Yeah，
lodge with.
它后面可以接一个仲裁者啊。如果你要接仲裁者的话，接的介系词是 with。
The company lodged an appeal with the High Court.
公司向高等法院提出上诉。
To lodge against, for.
Lodge 后面加了一个 against 的话，它后面就可以表示是针对某人提出什么样的东西。For 后面加了这个原因啊。我们看看这一个例句。
The patient lodged a complaint against the doctor for negligence.
病人提出申诉，抗议医生疏失。
Get a copy printed equals print out a copy.
就是印一份啊资料出来，这 copy 不一定是拷贝的意思，它有时候只是表示一份资料。
How may I be of service?
这个是店员招呼客人的时候常常说的话。
Can, may I help you?
好，那这个句子也是一样，有什么可以我帮忙你的吗？这底下这几个句子呢，其实通常都是店员招呼客人的时候常常说的话啊，各位可以仔细听一听。
Can I help you with something?
有什么事我可以帮你的吗？
Can I help you find something?
有没有要找什么啊？我可以帮你找吗？
Is there anything I can help you with?
有没有什么事情我可以帮你的？
Are you being helped?
有没有人在服务您？
I want to speak with your manager.
好，这一句话呢，通常是不满意对方的服务的时候，表示要跟对方的主管申诉啊，我要找你的经理。
To take the blame.
承担过失，
blame.
Blame 当名词的时候，常见的用法有底下这些。
The minister assumed, accepted all the blame for the accident and resigned.
部长承担这次意外的所有责任，并且辞职了。
Who is going to bear the blame for this?
To bear the blame for something 就是为某件事情承担他的责任或者过失。所以这句话的意思是，这件事情谁要承担责任或过失？
You can put the blame on me.
好，英文里面也常常讲说 to put the blame on somebody， 就是责怪某人的意思。所以这句话意思就是你可以怪我啊，那 can 就表示可以啊，但是不一定要怪我。
He tried to shift the blame from her to you.
Shift 就是转移的意思，所以 to shift the blame from 某人 to 另外一个人，就是把这个责任呢从 A 身上转到 B 的身上去。所以这句话的意思呢，就是他试图替这个女的她脱罪，好，然后呢把责任推到你身上去。
As your leader, I take the entire blame for it.
好，这个是一个领导人讲的很有担当的一句话。他说呢，身为你们的领导 ，I take the entire 就是完全，所以 I take the entire blame for it， 就是我完全负担所有的这个责任，我替你们挡下来的意思。
None of the blame is yours.
那这句话的意思呢，就是你没有责任 ，none 就是完全没有，所以这一次这个 blame 里面呢，没有任何的是你的，也就是说你没有责任的意思。
Part of the blame is mine.
那这个句型跟上一句很像啊，它是讲 part of the blame， 就是呢有部分的过失是我的啊，换句话说就是我有部分的过失，自己承认了。
The guard is free from blame.
好，那这个警卫呢 ，to be free from 就是没有或者是不必受制于什么的意思。那这一句话的意思就是说，警卫并没有错，我们不能怪他。好，那刚刚看完的这些焦点用法之后呢，我们这个脑袋把它复习一下，我们再看一次这一段对话。那这一次呢，各位应该能够更清楚的听懂对话里面在讲什么。同时，各位注意一下这个字的用法，还有这个重音等等的。
Tom, you are late.
Yeah. Well, it isn't busy. I mean, you're not exactly fighting the crowd for air in here, are you?
I beg your pardon?
I apologize, okay?
No. What's going on?
Well, I have to say something has been going on these days. Ryan drifts in and out of here when she pleases, and you get her a raise at the expense of my promotion. And then I'm late one day, and I get the third degree.
So that's what this is all about. Look, Tom, if you have a grievance, you go through the appropriate channels. You don't just start playing fast and loose with the rules.
Appropriate channels?
I'll make myself clearer. If you do this again, you'll be fired. Is that understood?
Don't you think that would be, shall we say, a little bit unfair?
No, I don't. If you have a grievance, we can lodge a formal complaint. It will be considered by the manager and passed on to human resources. And your case will be considered by people who don't know you to ensure that you receive impartial treatment.
Sounds fair enough.
Good. I'm glad we understand each other.
Where do I get a form? I assume there is a form to fill in, or do I just write a letter?
The form can be downloaded from the Human Resources website. Get a copy printed when you go on your break. And for now, I want you over there stacking books for the sale.
I've got nothing against you personally, you know. But I just think it was better when it was just the two of us.
Oh, you know that's not true. We need Ryan and ideally a fourth person on this floor. But our manager is careful with the budget. In order to convince him, we need to attract more customers and sell more books.
Then we'll just have to think of something, won't we? How may I be of service?
I bought this here the other day, but it's missing a few pages.
Really? That's unusual. And highly unlikely, too.
What are you suggesting? That I'm lying?
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that it's highly unlikely a new book would be missing a few pages.
I don't like your attitude, and I want to speak with your manager.
Excuse me, I'm the floor manager. I overheard your conversation. Please accept my sincere apology. My colleague did not mean to offend you. I'm sorry that your purchase was not satisfactory. Would you like an exchange or a refund?
Just give me my money back.
Gladly. Do you happen to have your receipt with you?
It's right here.
Here's your money. Is there anything else I can help you with? Thank you, goodbye, and have a nice day.
That customer was so rude. Why were you so polite to her? I've never sold a book with missing pages. I think she was lying. She probably tore out a few pages that she needed and then returned the damaged book to us.
Maybe, but even so, we should still apologize and take the blame. The customer is always right. And we just have to keep an eye on her. If this happens again, then we'll have to figure out a way to deal with her.
好，那没有错。我们看到刚刚的对话里面呢，我希望各位都有注意到，他们的用字啊。那这一段的对话，其实我建议各位要仔细的读一读，因为就像我刚刚一开始的时候讲的，很多时候解决纷争，在我们用自己的母语都不容易。那尤其用英文的话呢，里面还有很多的文化问题必须要考虑。好，所以各位要注意一下他们怎么样应对啊，看看有什么样特别的地方。
Both problems that arose during the dialogue were taken care of. They were successfully resolved. The problem between Tom and Sarah and with the customer as well. It's important in business to know how to handle problems.
没错，哈，怎么样 handle， 怎么样处理这些 conflicts， 还有怎么样 solve， 啊，怎么样解决这些 conflict 都是很重要的。那我要再强调一次，各位在刚刚听到那一段对话的时候呢，要注意一下这个对话他们的用字，还有他们之间的应对啊。A 说了什么 ，B 怎么样去应对？因为这些东西其实都不是那么容易的哈。即使用我们自己的母语，我们常常也会觉得没有办法好好的用语言来解决一些纷争。那尤其用另外一个外国语的话呢，各位特别要注意哈中间的一些差异。那在这里我提出3点啊，让大家注意一下。第一个就是，其实在国外的文化里面呢，他们在彼此之间有意见不同的时候，他们很容易啊，不是很容易啊，就是他们如果说自己有错的话，他们就会认错啊，他们会就事论事，比较不会针对人，这是第一点。那第二点就是在英美的文化里面呢，你如果说别人在撒谎的话，这是很严重的指控啊。所以刚刚我们看到那个顾客很生气说 ，What are you suggesting that I'm lying？ 他很气啊。那第3点就是不管怎么样，你走的时候你都要跟对方说 Thank you。那刚刚的顾客没有说 Thank you， 所以最后呢，Tom说，他怎么这么 rude？ 好，那这些地方各位都可以注意一下。好，那我想我们今天时间差不多了，我们今天节目呢就到这里为止，谢谢各位。